Hi everyone, it's Niamh here and welcome to my art journaling channel. Today we're going to be playing on a burlap page in our Dina Wakley journals and using gloss sprays on burlap. So I'm starting off, this is my first page in my latest blue journal, and I thought I would challenge myself by using a burlap page straight up because they're usually the ones I leave till the end. But the thing I have found is the gloss sprays work really well on the burlap pages. They take colour really easily, and it's much quicker than trying to stencil or stencil paint on, and you use a lot less paint as well. So this is one of the new lattice stencils that I used, and the new orchid colour. And now I'm going in with a mask which is I think called Growing Things, and again I'm going to use my gloss sprays to spray on here. So I'm using the sage colour, and then I'm going to go over the top with a little bit of the syrup as well, just to darken it off a little bit, because I found the sage on its own was just a little bit light, and because the background was quite strong, so I sort of wanted this fairly light colour happening in the background. I'm also making sure as I'm putting it down that I am masking off my areas as I go, because gloss sprays or sprays in general are obviously very fluid and they will go where you don't want them to go. So it's just easier to mask them off as you go, I find. Obviously I didn't do the top, but I was fairly sure about where I was going to put it, so you can see I get it a bit frustrated and I just start spraying. I've also stopped putting the sage on because I quite like the syrup on its own. It's got a really warm feel to it, which I love. So you can see, like, within a very short amount of time I've got some images put onto my burlap, which if I tried to use paint would have just taken that little bit longer. So it's a really, if you really struggle with your burlap pages, try using a spray on it. You can, if you've got the dye-based sprays like the dilution sprays and stuff, use those as well. You don't have to use the gloss sprays to do it, but the reason I use gloss sprays is because they are permanent. So because I tend to layer things in my artwork usually, I like things that are permanent, that are not water reactive. Oh, I'm actually cleaning a stencil for a change. Shocker. So now I've got my flowers on as well. So I've used Tangelo to put the flowers in the background. And I'm just heat setting a little bit. And then I'm going in and putting some splatter. Because, you know, why wouldn't you put splatter on things? That's just what I do. This is from the new alphabet tissues as well. And I really loved the font here and just how it looked on the page. I don't know if it goes with this. In fact, this is not one of my favourite pages, I have to say. I like that it was quick. I like that I got something on my burlap, but I'm not necessarily sure if it really all ties together, but that's okay. That's how things go in your journal. And sometimes it's just, let's experiment and see what happens out of it. So it's still a learning experience. Whether you like it or not, I now know that I can blend colours on my gloss sprays. I can do a really quick page using my gloss sprays as well onto the burlap, and it sort of all ties together. I was also playing around with my chipboard shape too, and just working straight onto my denim page. Now, probably panicked some people by doing the spraying onto my denim page, but I don't want to waste spray. That will be a use it up page that I'll do something on. I'll probably stencil over the top of it or do something with it to sort of tie it all together in the end. So once I've got my figure on, I quite liked how that echoed the orchid from the background, and I was just trying to work out how I was going to attach my tissue to the page. I was originally going to staple it on, which I thought was a fantastic idea, until I realised that how are you going to get staples into the corner of your book or into the spine of your book? So I went to plan B. So I decided to glue on my chipboard shape and then get the double-sided tape out once I found it. So I think I ended up using the red line tape, which is really sticky. And instead of sticking it onto the tissue paper, I actually stuck it straight onto my burlap page. And the reason for that is the tissue paper is obviously quite delicate and will tear fairly easily. The red liner tape is very sticky and not very delicate, so I can, if it's on the burlap, I can get in with my craft knife to try and peel off the top layer, because I have no fingernails, so I need to use my craft knife to do it. You know, it honestly takes longer to take the tape off the lining off the red line tape than it does to actually put the page together, I'm sure. So this is the final page. As I said, it was really, really quick and easy, but sometimes quick and easy is good, particularly if it's the first page in your journal. I got that out of my system. I've broken in that journal now, and you know, whether I like it or not, it's a page that I was able to do, that I've experimented with my burlap. It's one less burlap page I have to figure out about at the end, and you know, it is what it is. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.